I was to ask you now, how does the game Minecraft make you feel? What do you think you'd tell me? Would you sit and tell me about how it's homely, it's warm, it's cozy, it makes you feel something similar to love? It's a warm, welcoming feeling. It's a warm, welcoming game where you sit with your friends, you laugh, you talk, you play, and you just live a life, a virtual life alongside the people who you care about. Now, I've been online to research for this video, and I've read dozens upon dozens upon dozens of people give these happy, fond memories of Minecraft and how they slain the Ender Dragon for the first time and how it made them feel, how making their first farm made them feel, how learning the book of how to make everything in the game made them feel. They all relate to happy, warm feelings. They feel like they actually had a purpose in that moment. But what if I told you that amongst these dozens of reviews there was actually some that spoke about something that was a bit more sinister, a bit more dark, a feeling that is quite the opposite of the things I've just said, something that is the dark underbelly of Minecraft. The more I've thought about Minecraft, the more I've had this lingering feeling in my mind of sort of, why does it have this eerie feeling as if someone's watching over you? Now, if you remember when creepypastas were around and people started to really fixate on the creepy side of the game, and you'll probably know Herobrine, or Herobrine, however you want to say it. I'm not going to go into huge detail of what Herobrine is, but basically it was supposedly a glitch / Easter egg where a pupilless character of your own model would sit just out of view of the map, watching over you. He'd grief you, he'd move items around, like sort of the voice in the back of your head, a tap on the shoulder that isn't there, except what if it was there? Of course, Mojang and Notch actually played around to put in a few times in the patch notes that Herobrine had been removed, but Herobrine was never a part of the game. There was also this huge backstory of how it was Notch's dead brother, and people were contacted to stop talking about it. But as I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail. There'll be a time and a place to talk about that. But this really played into this feeling I'm talking about of this watching over you feeling that you're not really alone when you're playing Minecraft. Of course, you've got the mobs and you've got your animals and the NPCs, the villagers, but we're not talking about those right now. We're talking about a higher entity, something just like you, watching over you, like a reflection of yourself. So when I went looking into the Minecraft forums to look for an answer, or someone else who felt the same way that I did, I stumbled upon a thread by user Niasa. This isn't a Herobrine thread. I'm not scared of him. Anyone here is a smart psychologist and can tell me why it's so scary to be alone in Minecraft. This was sort of like someone laying down the foundations of what I'm talking about in a very simple way, and there was actually a comment by user EGL215. It goes as follows: you don't really need to be a psychologist, it's pretty straightforward. Paranoia is a pretty useful evolutionary trait. If you're with a group of people, your senses are not as keen and you're not aware of your surroundings. This is because you feel safe. More eyes and able bodies give you the sense of security. If you're alone, your paranoia begins to kick in. Your senses become heightened and you become aware of your surroundings. Since there is no one around, you lose that sense of security. From an evolutionary standpoint, this will help you stay alive. So, why is single player Minecraft so creepy? Because you're alone. If you don't really get involved in the game, you feel the same as if you were alone in the real world. So paranoia kicks in. Every rustle is a mob trying to kill you. There's a danger on the other side of every other block. The landscape transforms from a pleasant vista to a life of wrenching death traps. Or alternatively, you could just be very lonely. Now, that's an interesting theory, that you're not actually afraid of the game, and this whole video has become ludicrous. You're afraid of being alone. You're afraid of the idea of not having security in a group. Maybe it's not so much Minecraft the game itself that's scaring you, it's the ideology of having nobody there, being all alone in this world. Minecraft is a lot like life. It's an ongoing biome of changing things and growth, and you just need to make what you can of the situation you're placed in and move forward. If you slow down or get stuck in one place for too long, you're almost certain to stay there for a long time. You need to create tools, you need to make adjustments, you need to get used to the life you've been placed into. And I think in that way Minecraft sort of teaches people a lot on how to grow, on how to be a better person, on how to actually develop a life. It's a good lesson in the way of, we all start in the world with nothing, bare, blank, and it's the path you choose to make and the decisions you choose to make that make you and your journey what it is. If you feel like your life is at a stage where it's really dull, go and knock down a tree, build a house, Not literally. I mean, if you want to, literally. But it's the metaphor of, if life is stagnant and nothing's happening, maybe it's time to start doing something. Maybe it's time to start digging or mining or look for something else. And the titular point of this video being the dark underbelly of Minecraft is just sort of the reality of a boring life, of a simple life, of a miserable life. There is no dark underbelly of Minecraft. It's a harsh reality that if you don't move and you don't keep going, life will not wait around for you. You have to progress. You have to try and make changes if things aren't right. You have to try and build something out of nothing. It almost seems impossible at times when things get overwhelming, but this is what Minecraft teaches us. Nothing is impossible with a bit of hard work, with a bit of dedication and a bit of planning. And I think that's a really strong message to be portrayed by a game that's got really not a lot going on other than a few blocks, music and a few biomes and animals, but it's a powerful message nonetheless. So I'm going to take a pretty decent swing now and answer the question of what makes Minecraft so scary. And that is that it's perspective. That's the word, the strongest word I can give. It's the perspective of the player and what they're doing when they're playing Minecraft. Where your head is when you're playing Minecraft. Where your life is when you're playing Minecraft. A large dog to a child will seem a lot scarier than a large dog to a man. Because a man is bigger. A man has seen things. A man has lived a life. A person who's suffered from a dog attack will be more scared of the dog. And this is sort of like Minecraft. If you're afraid of being alone, then you're going to be more scared in the environment of Minecraft, as it is a very lonely environment. If you're young and you're not used to these kind of emotions because you were constantly surrounded by family, friends and parents, whether it be at school or out with your friends, when you are placed alone in a large environment full of mystery, it can be a little bit overwhelming and a little bit scary. So the perspective of the person playing the game most definitely plays into it. So if you've clicked this video thinking, why is Minecraft so scary? Take a wider look at your own life, your last experiences, all your experiences up to this point in your life. How do you feel? What are the things that are making you sad? Are you young? Are you afraid? Are video games an escape from something? This has turned into a bit of a therapy session, but really think about it. Is it the game that's scary? Or is it the emotions that it portrays to you that you're afraid of? Minecraft, much like life, is a large open environment. Every cave is unexplored. Some things will try and attack you, some things will befriend you. Some tools are useful for some things, but some tools are useful for other things. You're going to need to learn the essentials to get on by. So if you're watching this video and sort of resonating with the things I'm saying, use what you learn in Minecraft in your everyday life. If things are scary, treat them like they're a cave. Tackle the problem. Find a solution. Explore the unexplored. If you feel like you're trapped in a situation, maybe there's a tool you can make to help you get out of that situation. And figure out what's trying to attack you and what's trying to befriend you. Because that is one of the most important things. Sometimes it's the wolves you've made as friends along the way to help you out the hardest fights. And no matter how many times a creeper comes along and destroys your house, or if someone griefs you and ruins everything you've made up to this point, no matter how many times life knocks you down and makes you feel like you can't continue, just remember, there's always a chance to rebuild. There's always something new to be made. There's always something else at the end of it all. So I've been Gillerboy Jr. and this has turned into a bit of a self-love lesson in that you need to use Minecraft in order to help you. Don't be afraid of life. Don't be afraid of the mysteries that are going to come along every now and then. Encourage exploration. Explore the vulnerable parts of yourself. Explore the scary things in life. Explore the things that you really don't want to explore, because you never know what you're going to find and you never know what you're going to learn. And I think the most important thing, don't be too harsh on yourself. Again, I've been Gillerboy Jr. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. I love you.